Welcome back, fellow Remizens, to REM Block Radio, the last remaining source of Rem City. I know, it's real sad. The nightmares have taken over our beautiful home, but lucky enough, Jill saved our butts from complete nightmare conversion by using nearly all her powers to create a spaceship, put everyone on the block that lived next to her into the spaceship, and hurl it into space just in the nick of time. And yes, our spaceship looks like a poopy drawing of a two-story house with roots on the bottom, but more on that later. The point is, we're back! And with Jill healing in the tube and the rest of us, 499 Remizens just floating in space, we decided to generate as much chill vibes as possible, fulfilling our original cause that we sort of fell off of a while ago, which is generating more chill vibes. Okay, before we move on to our first segments, please feel free to get comfortable, plug in, close your eyes if you want, and accrue chill vibes with us. Now, we turn to the topic of the episode with Deji and Charles. You're up, pals. Thanks, Bradley.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is a lamp and a ball with a star on it to ease into the night, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks, it feels good to be back. I don't know about you, Charles.
Oh, yeah, it does. Though I am a bajillion years old now. Took us long enough.
Yes, you are, but you're still a beautiful soul. Okay, so today's topic is Pixar.
Yeah.
We wanted to start off with something that's always on our mind, the importance of imagination. And Pixar is exactly that. Did you know Pixar started in 1974 and made a lot of marvelous computer firsts before signing up with Disney later in 1986?
No way, Baba.
Oh yeah, they did. Pre-Disney, they worked effects and demos with Lucasfilms, did some cool effect stuff on Star Trek, lots of cool effects and thingies and effects and stuff with General Motors and Apple and others.
I only know Pixar from Disney, which they produced 28 feature films, starting with Toy Story and ending with Inside Out 2.
And there is another one coming out really soon called Elio or something like that. We'll have to look into it.
Right, but that's later, Babas. 28 feature films now, and only one that wasn't such a great hit, I won't say it.
Just, try to be a little better.
Feels like a huge success to me overall. Yay, computer stuff, right, Jill? Oh, right. Gotta get used to that.
Back in its first few successful years, it was a miracle to make anything in 3D, like Bug's Life, Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and all those oldies but goldies. And now, it seems like everything is computer-generated these days, like Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph and Strange World and Big Hero 6.
And Meet the Robinsons. Did y'all forget that movie? Did you, Babas?
Have you ever forgotten something, and no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't remember it?
And all of those aren't even Pixar.
Right.
So what makes Pixar stand out these days? Well, it's always a real treat when Pixar releases something new.
Yeah.
The computer graphics or whatever might be a special and unique thing in the world, but to us, Pixar is even more special for its storytelling and ability to convey that at the end of the day, none of these stories would work out without a character using their very imaginative noodle.
Right, and speaking of noodles, it's time to use our noodles for some chill trivia. Bradley, back to you.
Lovely. But before we do, this episode is brought to you by a deep breath. Whenever you're feeling it, take a moment for yourself and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose like this. Or however you want to breathe. Just nice and deep, and take a second for yourself. You deserve it. Deep breath. It's the best resting snack. Okay, now it's time for Chill Trivia. 15 trivia questions all about Pixar.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to think that the questions get harder each time, but really it's more random than anything. Shall we get started? Let's do it.
Give it to me, Baba.
All right, let's jump right into question 1. What is the name of Pixar's mascot? Oh, yeah, the lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the lamp's name?
I think I know what it is.
Do ya? Could you give me a hint?
It's a lamp.
Okay. All right, guys, shout out your answers in 3, 2, 1. Lamp.
Luxo Jr.
Oh, right, Luxo Jr. Well, that is correct, Charles. The answer is Luxo Jr. Moving right along to question 2.
All right.
What is Pixar's second feature film called?
Okay, the first one was Toy Story.
Was it though, Baba?
I'm pretty sure. And then the third one was Toy Story 2, so it was something in between there.
Oh, you're just gonna give it away, aren't you?
All right, fellas. Final answer in
All right.
3, 2, 1.
A Bug's Life.
You are both correct. The correct answer is A Bug's Life. Very good.
You know, I always thought A Bug's Life came first,
Huh?
just because it looks inferior to Toy Story.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of say the same thing.
All right, question 3.
Let's do it.
In Coco, what is the family business?
Oh, Coco question, I love it.
Oh, what is it? You know, I always confuse the Madrigals to the Cocos.
Yeah, and Kanto is also very family-oriented.
I love family businesses.
All right, fellas, what is your final answer in 3, 2, 1?
They were
Shoemaking,
shoemakers.
right?
Making shoes or shoemaking is correct.
Not bad. Maybe we should make shoes.
Yeah, we can't even find our shoes.
All right, guys, back to it. Question number 4.
Okay.
What is the name of the only Disney princess in a Pixar movie?
Oh, this one is what we call Easy Street.
Oh yeah, Easy Street indeed. You know, it's sad that no one talks about this movie really anymore.
Well, you know, maybe they'll just make a live-action remake.
Oh, please don't do that.
All right, what is your answers, guys? In 3, 2, 1.
Merida.
The correct answer is Merida. Very good.
Seriously though, please do not make a live-action remake.
Why not? Anyways, moving on to question 5. What book does Auguste Gusteau write? I just butchered that, I'm sorry. But what book does Gusteau write?
We got you, pal.
Yeah.
Yep. This is another Easy Street.
Uh-huh. You know, I don't think it's true.
Why not? Why do you think that?
Because I still can't.
All right, guys, give your answers in 3, 2, 1.
Anyone can cook.
That is correct. Good job, whoever got that right. Moving on to question 6.
Woo!
What country is Finding Nemo based in?
Wait, there was a country.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, there was a country.
Well,
It's in the address thing, you know, the address that, Dory was trying to remember?
I forgot.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
All right, guys, give your answers in 3, 2, 1.
Kokomo.
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia is the correct answer.
Ah, phooey.
Okay, number 7.
Yep.
Give it to me.
In Monsters University, what was the name of the dean?
Oh man, alright,
Oh,
these
boy.
questions are getting harder.
Oh, who's gonna even remember that?
Well, I mean, if you just watch the movie, you'll know.
Not true.
That, or if you're like a fan.
Not true.
Who is it?
All right, it's time to give me that answer in 3, 2, 1.
Hornswoggle.
Dumbledore.
Nice one.
Thanks.
All right, the correct answer is Dean Hardscrabble. Sorry, fellas.
I was close.
I had a better answer.
Yeah, all right, fellas. Let's move right along now to question number 8.
Okay.
Yes.
This
sir.
character has the tail of a cat, the trunk of an elephant, and the body of cotton candy. What is this character's name?
Oh,
Well,
boy.
whoa, that sounds like some interesting mythology there.
Yeah, it must be a Roman, maybe.
I was gonna say, like, maybe it's a Monsters, Inc. character?
Oh, yeah, that could be that.
All right, fellas, it's time. It's time. Your answers in 3, 2, 1.
Sully?
The abominable snowman.
No. The correct answer is Bing Bong. Guys, come on, wake up.
Well, you never know. Maybe the audience got it right.
Well, that's very true. If you got it right, folks, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
good
a
job.
pretty tough
Excellent.
one. All right,
Mamash.
moving right along to question 9. Woo. In the Cars series, who is Lightning McQueen's primary sponsor?
Oh, I like cars.
Yeah, I like to drive.
I like talking cars.
Oh, I like a Tesla.
No, Baba, no.
All right, fellas, what is your answer in 3, 2, 1?
A Tesla.
Burger King.
Okay, the correct answer is Rusty's medicated bumper ointment. I would have accepted Rusty's.
Oh, that's right, Rusty's.
Oh, yeah, we did an episode about that.
Don't go too hard on yourself, guys. That was like 2 years ago.
True.
Anyways, moving on to question number 10.
Oh, boy.
Barbie made her first Toy Story appearance in what film?
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
33% chance here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have 100%.
Oh yeah? Well, good.
All right, fellas. Let's hear that answer in 3, 2, 1.
Toy Story
3,
2.
baby. Wait, it's Toy Story 3.
Nope, it's Toy Story 2.
The correct answer is Toy Story 2. Deji, right on.
Yep, that's right. It's in Al's Toy Barn, where she gives the tour.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Question 11.
Give it.
In The Incredibles, who is Violet's love interest?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Is his first name okay?
I'll accept first name.
what was it? Was it David or Jim?
I think I know it.
All right, then speak your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Tony Rittinger.
Jake Paul.
Ooh, Deji, you are correct.
Oh, yeah?
The answer is Tony Ridinger.
Love it. I love to be right.
I don't.
All right, fellow Remazians, before we get into the impossible last few questions, I have a favor to ask. If you are enjoying this and are awake, if you could hit that subscribe and like button, we'd greatly appreciate, but we totally understand if you just want to enjoy. I just have to put that out there. More chill vibes for everybody, the bigger we get, you know.
Yeah, no pressure, Babas.
Yeah,
I
no
would
pressure.
like to be famous, but no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, Charles.
All right, speaking of pressure, here's question 12.
Woohoo.
What does the acronym WALL-E stand for?
Oh, right.
Baba. Well,
Yeah, so these are the harder ones.
a little bit. I guess we're gonna have to guess more.
Yeah, just a little bit. What was the first word? Waste?
All right, Deji, let's not give the answer.
Sorry.
Say the answer together in 3, 2, 1.
Waste.
It's a waste.
Abracadabra. I don't
Little
know.
lion. I don't know.
All right, well, that was interesting. The correct answer is Waste Allocation Load Lifter Earth.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, very good, everybody. Moving on to question 13.
Oh, please.
Come
What is Woody's very first line in Toy Story?
Oh no. Very first line.
When they're playing the
I
bank, right?
think I know.
Oh, what is it?
All right, folks, give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
To infinity
Reach for the sky.
and beyond.
Nah, well, you'll be shocked. The actual correct answer is...
Reach for the sky!
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, Deji, you're correct.
I know.
Look how wide Woody's eyes are, Baba.
On to question 14. In the movie Up, Carl's house is carried by balloons. While floating in the air, how many balloons are attached?
What?
I don't have a clue.
Well, here's a little extra fact that might help you. During the initial liftoff scene, before the house gets completely in the air, there are actually 20,622 balloons on that house.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of balloons. I'm assuming
Yeah.
there are less then because you must have lost some along the way.
All right, then let's hear this answer in 3, 2, 1.
17,210.
27.
Really?
I just want to be goofy.
They're getting a little sleepy. The correct answer is 10,297 exactly.
Whoa, wow.
I don't know how they rendered that many.
The power of Pixar.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of, here's the final question. Question 15. Here we go. The classroom number at the California Institute of the Arts, where many Pixar folks got their start, is what?
Oh,
I'll give you a little clue. It is a very famous number in most Pixar movies in some form.
Yeah, I know that. I can even remember some scenes,
Yeah, me
but I
too.
just don't remember the number.
yeah, me either.
Well, you can at least give it a try. Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Is it 2?
Banana sandwich.
Oh, Charles.
no problem. The correct answer, this is really, really hard. The correct answer is A113.
Oh.
And for all you fans that are hardcore and love Pixar and know that number, I love you guys.
For sure.
Anyways, there you have it. It was a fairly difficult quiz, right?
Oh, it was pretty difficult. I never do well on these kind of things.
It kind of really pooped me out, Babash.
Great. Well, no matter what the score, so happy that everybody participated. Love all of you Remazins. Okay, up next we have a top 5. Boys, you're back up again.
All right, folks, welcome to our top 5.
Baby.
Today we share our top 5 chillest Pixar movies.
Yes, and as always, these are our opinions, not facts. And if you have a different top 5, leave it in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. We're pretty lonely up here in space.
Yeah, but we got each other, right? So, now let's jump right into it with number 1, WALL-E. I think this is the most obvious one. WALL-E has one of the most beautiful, relaxing soundtracks, written primarily by Thomas Newman, and yes, he is the cousin of Randy Newman, if you didn't know. I didn't know either until I looked into this. But yeah, a relaxing soundtrack indeedio. If you ever get a chance, try zoning out to it. Some of my favorite songs are 72 Degrees and Sunny, No Splashing, No Diving, and Down to Earth, sung by Peter Gabriel and his gooey little voice. If you haven't heard that song, you should give it a try, Down to Earth especially. It makes me tear up just a little bit every time I hear it. The story is based primarily in space on a giant cruise ship, packed with cute robotic charm, and has the fewest overall character lines of all Pixar movies. Lots of silence in there. Mostly, you just gotta watch it. It's beautiful and makes number 1 on our list.
That's right, and now we go to number 2, Coco. Yes, Coco, a beautiful story about a boy who dreams of becoming a great musician. In it, we learn a bit about his family traditions. We embark on a journey to the afterlife to discover a whole new magical dreamlike world, and how the power to remember each other is the true way to immortality. Take that, Jack Sparrow. The soundtrack is beautiful. A true enchanting Mexican musical treat. The characters are bursting with personality but safe at the same time. And the animation is some of the best I've ever seen, Babas. I could get lost in the afterlife world anyway. Coco makes number 2 on our list.
And coming in at number 3 is Toy Story 2. Now, while all the Toy Story stories are super awesome and chill vibes and amazing, I had to choose the chillest one in my book, which ends up being Toy Story 2. It's a really cozy one and takes you on quite a journey without too much thrill attached. From a viewer's perspective, at one moment you're playing Buzz Lightyear video games with Rex and fighting the Emperor Zurg, and in another moment you're learning about Woody's Roundup and all the characters from his past in this really cool cowboy-themed thing. At some point in time you try to cross the street in a construction cone, you end up in a toy store for a bit, and to finish off, you're in an airport. Lots of dream food potential here, you know what I'm saying? The soundtrack is beautiful, written by Randy Newman, and really familiar if you've seen Toy Story 1. It's the perfect amount of chill to relax and enjoy or drift off to sleep with, which is why it makes number 3 on our list.
At number 4, we have Soul. A story about a man whose passion for jazz ended up leading him to his death. Wow, something about how Disney deals with afterlife stuff is magical, isn't it? But he ends up in what's known as the Great Before. It's a very charming place, and the characters are beautifully animated, and it gives you a sense of warm sunshine and home, at least when you follow around Joe Gardner in the city. The music will also transport you into Chillville. The combination of beautiful jazz and electronic music will keep your brain happy, and perhaps give you some pleasant dreams. Just try out the song, The Great Before, or Just Us, by Trent and Atticus Ross, and you'll see what I mean, Babash. Soul will whimsically sweep your soul away with a beautiful story, moral, and music, which is why it makes number 4 on our list.
And finally, number 5, Cars. So usually how these top 5s go is Charles will pick 2 and I'll pick 2, and then we'll meet in the middle for 1. And the one we met in the middle for was Cars 1.
Radiator City, baby. I tell you right now, I could just live there forever. It's probably the coziest place of all of them in my book. Beautiful warm canyon and nature, a hoppin' little town filled with really adorable characters, and a rather slow pace in progression, which makes for a very chill time, Babas.
Yeah, and in the movie, we don't really spend too much time at the actual pro racetrack, which is great. The majority of the movie is in Radiator Springs, building relationships with people like Doc and Sally and Bessie.
Oh yes, and Bessie. And it holds one of those really nice smell the flowers types of morals, where it encourages the main character to take a step back and slow down and see what the rest of life is about and can offer beyond hugging the fast lane.
And the soundtrack is primarily written by Randy Newman, so you know what you're in for. Some chill vibes and imaginative boops. It's a wonderful movie that fellow Remizens have used many times to fall asleep and will continue to do for dreams to come.
That's right.
And that's our top 5 chillest Pixar movies. I know many people will have a different opinion than we do, but these are the ones that stand out to us.
Yep.
Much love to anything different. Anyway, back to you, Bradley.
Cool. Thanks, guys. All right, before we do our final segment of the episode, let's say thank you to a couple of our fellow Remizens aboard the ship, starting with our dear friends, the Dimmers. They are a family of 4 living somewhere in Section 3, and they made us some of the most delicious mellow cookies that we will be munching on for a long time as we work in the studio.
Yeah, the studio being our apartment.
Right.
But those cookies knocked me right out, Baba, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Hey, didn't the Dimmers used to make brownies, too? I missed those.
Oh yeah, but they were a little too chill vibe potent, if you know what I mean. And that's hard to do. Another Remizen we'd like to acknowledge is Mr. Tooney. What a strange and quirky fella. Didn't you guys work for him a few times, actually?
Yeah, actually, we're still working for him. We do voiceover here and there for the guy.
Oh,
Charles
wow.
more than me, actually, but we both work quite a bit for him.
Yeah, Baba, I voice a koala bear.
No
it's
way.
a talking little koala bear. It's for kids, you know. I believe in the future.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Hey guys, if you want to hear more of Deji and Charles and other works, go check out The Tooney Show. It's a kid's show. Has a koala bear in it, apparently. Much love, Mr. Tooney. He lives in Section 4, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Excellent. And lastly, we wanted to give a shout out to a couple honorary Remizans. Arrow Adventurer, Shea Bay Cupcake, Mohammed Inab, and Weather Witch. Thank you so much for your support and time, and we are very, very grateful for you.
Absolutely.
Hope you're still tuning in.
Yeah, please.
And there you have it, folks. This episode's thank yous is now complete. So, to finish off this episode, we hand it off to Danny Stein and his new segment, Dream Fort. This is Bradley.
And I'm Deji.
And I'm Charles Waltman.
Yeah, and as we say goodnight, Danny, you're up.
Thanks, Bradley. Hey, do you know what time it is? Do you know where we are right now? Let's make a dream fort together, and you'll soon find your way back to your very own REM City. If you can, close your eyes and relax your mind. Very good. And take a couple deep breaths with me. Just 2 in a row, and we're set to go. Ready? Okay. Dream forts are the anchor to drifting off. It allows you to pass into your sleep zone through exercising the imagination. Imagine with me that you are in a pod. A pod as wide and long as the bed or chair you're resting in, but as tall as whatever doesn't make you feel claustrophobic. In this pod, you are surrounded by a bunch of beautiful knickknacks, things collected by one of the cutest little robots ever, a Wall-E. And of course, knickknacks can be anything. Anything that you like to collect that fit on a shelf. Anyways, now in this circumstance, Wall-E is your dream companion. A dream companion is a friend that you create to accompany you on your goals that you wish to achieve while dreaming. That's right, it's not so much about falling to sleep as it is about pursuing a whole other existence. Anyways, let's get back to our fort. Imagine the warm colors of oranges and yellows covering the walls. You know those automatic mini turning storages that Wally has in his little thing? Imagine you have some of those too, wherever there is space within your fort. One tiny rectangular window is on the side of your pod, and it shows that it's storming outside, but it's alright because it's a very small rectangle, and otherwise you are covered and safe and warm. And you have Wally right there to keep you entertained and show you his amazing collection that he's collected just for you. Now, our goal is to find Eve. She's somewhere out in the storm, at least we think. Her hard shell will keep her damage-free, but we still want to bring her in with us in our safe fort. So, you and Wally turn on a computer screen, you both have one, and begin to look around the storm with a drone for Eve. The screen itself that you're looking at is blue and see-through. Otherwise, there is no color on the screen beyond the blue, nor is there very much detail, but it's better than nothing. You look at Wally, desperately searching on a similar screen, and then you smile at him, for you know you'll eventually find her. The lamps and dim lighting give you extra warmth, and you continue to look for Eve. Because you are so well fortified, the sound of the storm outside is a rather peaceful one. You gaze over at one of your knick-knack shelves and see a small pile of Christmas lights just sitting there. You're interested because you don't remember collecting that, and you certainly don't remember Wally playing with it. So you tell Wally to go over there and turn on the lights. Wally hits a switch and the lights turn on. They have the most beautiful multicolored glow. It's so warm and gentle. Kind of reminds you of Christmas Eve. And then to your surprise, you see Eve. She was there the whole time, napping under the lights, remembering the safest place on Earth, which is right here in this fort. The fort is fully charged as well. You completed your task, and now you have the power to go anywhere you want. The storm presses on, throwing sand and water all over your tiny rectangular window, but it's not intimidating. It's so small, and you're so safe. You set coordinates in your computer dashboard right next to you. The buttons give off a warm, faint glow. You press down the combination of buttons only you know. And now, you're off to wherever your imagination takes you. In the warm, beautiful fort that you just made. With Wally and Eve by your side. Now go forth, wherever you need to go. Have an adventure. Just go to the beach. Whatever it is, make sure to get plenty of Z's. And until next time, Danny Stein out.